St Mary's Church at Sheet, a sorry sight with scaffolding shrouding the spire. Its golden weathercock had stood there undamaged by countless storms, but this year's gales left it badly bent, unable to swing in the wind. This snap shows the steeplejack going to the rescue. Now that man up the spire, Peter Harknett, is seeing through the repairs at the forge in Petersfield.
Hello there, Rob. Morning, Peter. Well, I've got this one again for you. Let's see if we can put him on the top there. The trouble is, fine life, I didn't realise it was bent quite as bad as that. It's a good fit, that, you know.
Yeah, let's get it up right. That was a bad one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really is. You can get that straight, you reckon?
Well, we'll have a go anyway.
The gales in January were so strong that the iron stem of the weathercock was actually bent, even though it's an inch and a half thick.
Well, it's certainly taken a fair bit of wind to do it, and all I can imagine is the wind was so strong it pushed on the front and the back at the same time and pushed it over that way, because normally it's designed to swing with the wind, obviously.
It's the first time a blacksmith has worked this piece of iron for 150 years. Then it was the smithy of Sheet, working next to St Mary's itself, who shaped the stem. A century and a half on, the same skills and processes will make it straight again. The blacksmiths say that nothing really changes in their profession, only they've never known gales, bent rods, which only their vices had made straight in the first place. The job done, and head blacksmith Steve Pibworth, a member of Sheet congregation, runs up his Union Jack to celebrate. And there are more celebrations in Sheet itself, led by the vicar, Reverend Peter Ingrams. Children from the village school want to carry out an ancient tradition of jumping over the weathercock. It's said to bring good luck. So now it's time to put the bird back in the nest. And going up to see it home is the vicar himself. It's probably the closest he'll get to God for a good while yet. And the children believe he's a very brave man indeed. And what about the view of his parish?
Absolutely tremendous, a great perspective, and it's a special privilege to actually sort of accompany it on its return home.
Meanwhile, the steeplejack is leaving behind his own special trademark, the names of all those who've worked on the project.
So when your parishioners open it up, or whoever opens it up in, I don't know, 50, 100 years' time maybe.
Okay, well I'm not going to take time to check your spelling.
But there's definitely no need to check the workmanship.
Should stay 50 years or more without being touched. And then, you know, if it's maintained, greased and painted, you're looking at 100 years or more. We will plumb it up later on and check it with our compass to make sure it's in the right direction, because it doesn't matter which direction you put them in. If you say north in that direction, there'll be some local who will say north around there another couple of degrees.
There she goes! Wow!
Kol mishpacha po, Baruch Hashem.
Which means?
It means all the families back home, blessed be the name.
Yeah. Okay. Back on terra firma then, with material no doubt for this Sunday sermon.
What a joy.
So now Sheet's golden cockerel is home to roost. Plenty for everyone involved to crow about. Keith Malone, coast to coast, at Sheet near Petersfield.